Hey kids, it's your favorite science teacher here. You're about to do the dot model lab, and so if you're going to do the dot model lab, you need to know how to do dot models. The reason why we do dot models is to know what electrons exist on the outside of atoms. When two atoms meet, the way they behave around each other depends entirely on the outside. Yeah, you know you're supposed to never judge a book by its cover, but that's what atoms do. They judge each other based on what's on the outside. And what's on the outside of atoms would be electrons. Now, it's not just any electrons. We know the electron clouds are full of electrons. It's just the electrons on the outer energy level of the electron cloud. Those electrons even have a special name. They're called valence electrons. So valence electrons are the electrons we care about, and we use dot models to represent how many valence electrons any atom has. Now, there's a trick to knowing how many electrons exist on the outside of any atom. There's a counting trick. Everybody in this group has one outer electron. Everybody in the second group has two outer electrons. We're going to skip the transition metals. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 is the maximum number of valence electrons an atom can have. Any more than 8 electrons, you've got to start a new energy level. Then that energy level becomes the outer level. We use the dots to represent how many outer electrons an atom has. So if you wanted to do a dot model for sodium, you can find sodium right here. It's in group 1, and so we would put that sodium has one outer electron. And the dot model is going to look just like this. Once again, that counting trick, if we do it quick, we say 1, 2, skip a few, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If I was to do aluminum, aluminum's over here. So if I do the counting trick, 1, 2, skip a few, and aluminum's in group 3. You write the symbol, big A, little l, and when you put the dots on, we use the points of the compass, you know, north, east, south, and west. You put the dots like that, one at a time. And so aluminum has 3 dots. That's what aluminum's dot model looks like. As a third example, we can do one that would have a little bit more dots. We look at chlorine. Chlorine, being in the halogens, is going to have 1, 2, skip a few, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is what 7 dots looks like. Now, when we do our first 4, the first 4 always go on by themselves. Then you can come around again and double up. Now remember, we said chlorine had 7 dots. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice how these dots kind of make an imaginary square around the element. That's just what it looks like. So this is the proper way to do dot models. As you complete the lab, you're going to start with a dot model, but then you're going to start manipulating the dots to see how atoms behave around each other. Put on your safety goggles and good luck.